Look, let's be honest for a second. Honesty is that thing we all pretend to have while we're photoshopping our chin fat out of a selfie. You woke up today, scrolled through your feed, and saw him. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Let's call him Chad. Chad just posted a photo of his new Tesla Cybertruck parked in front of a house that has more square footage than a Costco, captioned, "Blessed and Grateful." And what did you do? Did you keep scrolling? No. You zoomed in. You checked to see if those granite countertops were real or just laminate. You looked for a receding hairline in the reflection of the stainless steel fridge. You hate Chad. You think Chad is a shallow, soul-selling douchebag who probably pronounces the T in Merlot. But here's the kicker. You've seen every single one of Chad's stories for the last 3 years. You're not a follower. You're a private investigator with an unpaid internship. Welcome to the great American pastime. It's not baseball anymore, it's hate-watching. We live in a country built on the American dream, which is basically a polite way of saying, I want to have more stuff than my neighbor so I can feel superior while eating my microwave burrito. We are obsessed with the people we despise. It's a toxic, beautiful, deeply American cycle of silent envy that keeps the economy running and our therapists in luxury SUVs. Think about it. Why do we watch those reality shows about housewives who spend more on a birthday party for a chihuahua than you made in all of 2024? Is it because we find their dialogue enriching? No. We watch it because we're waiting for the inevitable moment the Botox cracks and their life falls apart. We feed on the cringe. It's the caloric equivalent of a deep-fried Twinkie for the soul. Disgusting, shameful, but God help us, we want another bite. You tell yourself you're keeping tabs or seeing what the competition is up to. Please, you're keeping tabs the same way a moth keeps tabs on a bug zapper. You know it's going to end in a sizzle and a smell of burnt hair, but the glow is just so shiny. We've turned envy into a digital sport. In the old days, if you hated your neighbor, you just didn't invite them to the barbecue. Now you follow them on 3 different platforms to make sure their vacation to Maui was actually rained out. You're looking for the crack in the armor. You're waiting for the "I'm taking a break from my mental health" post, because that's the Super Bowl of silent envy. That's when you win. Except you don't win. You're still sitting in your underwear at 2 a.m., illuminated by the blue light of a screen, comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. It's like we're all trapped in a suburban gladiator arena. We don't want to be the best, we just want to make sure no one else is having a better time than us. If I'm miserable, that's fine, as long as Karen from accounting is also miserable. But if Karen posts a picture of her perfect family in matching flannel pajamas by a fireplace, oh, it's on. Now I have to find a fireplace. I don't even have a chimney, but I'll buy a 4K loop of a burning log on Netflix and stand in front of it until I sweat through my shirt just to prove a point. We are a nation of people who would gladly set our own house on fire if it meant the smoke would ruin our neighbor's laundry. Before we continue dissecting your pathetic digital habits, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Seriously, if you don't, I'll assume you're actually Chad and you're too busy rubbing kale on your abs to support quality content. Subscribing is the only way to prove you have a sense of humor about your own misery. It's free, it takes half a second, and it makes you 15% less likely to die alone in a house full of cats and unboxed Amazon returns. Do it now, or I'll tell the algorithm to only show you 10-hour loops of people chewing with their mouths open. Now, where was I? Right, the madness of the influencer. These are people whose entire job is to be envied. They are professional envy generators. They sell you a lifestyle that doesn't exist, using money they don't have to impress people who don't like them. And we buy it. We sit there and analyze their "What I Eat in a Day" videos like it's the Zapruder film. She says she only eats kale and air, but look at the background. Is that a Taco Bell wrapper in the trash can? I knew it. She's a fraud. I'm going to watch 10 more of her videos to confirm this. We are obsessed with the gotcha moment. We want to see the person who has everything lose a little bit of it. It's why we love celebrity scandals. It's why we love seeing a billionaire get stuck in traffic. It's the only thing that makes the 9-to-5 grind bearable, the hope that the people at the top are just as miserable, if not more, than we are. But here's the dark secret. The person you're watching, they're doing the exact same thing to someone else. Chad is looking at a guy with a private jet and feeling like a loser. The guy with the jet is looking at a guy with a private moon base and crying into his crystal-infused water. It's an infinite ladder of inadequacy. We've built a society where enough is a foreign concept. We don't want enough, we want more than you. It's the reason we have houses with 6 bathrooms for 3 people. We need those extra toilets just in case we need to cry in a different room every day of the week. We've replaced community with competition. We used to look at our neighbors and see friends. Now we look at them and see benchmarks. If their lawn is greener, it's a personal insult. If their kid gets into a better college, it's a declaration of war. We spend our lives running a race where the finish line keeps moving and the other runners are all wearing filtered masks. The irony is that this silent envy kills the very thing we're trying to achieve. You can't enjoy your own life if you're too busy auditing someone else's. It's like trying to enjoy a steak while staring at the guy at the next table and wondering if his steak is a half-ounce heavier. By the time you're done measuring, your food is cold and the waiter is judging you. We are the architects of our own discontent. We've turned our brains into high-speed processors for resentment. We scroll through LinkedIn to feel bad about our careers, Instagram to feel bad about our bodies, and Facebook to remember why we don't talk to our cousins anymore. It's a full-time job that pays $0 and costs you your sanity. So, what's the move? Do we delete the apps? Do we go live in a cabin in Montana and talk to squirrels? No, of course not. We're Americans. We need our high-speed internet and our overpriced lattes. But maybe, just maybe, we can admit that the person we hate watch is actually just a mirror. We don't hate Chad because he's rich. We hate Chad because he's a reminder of the things we've been told we should want but don't have. He's a walking, talking billboard for our own insecurities. And honestly, Chad's life probably sucks too. Behind that blessed caption is a guy who's terrified of his car payment and hasn't had a carb since the Obama administration. He's just as trapped as you are, except his cage has a better view and a lot more glass to clean. We're all just monkeys in different trees, throwing bananas at each other and hoping one of them hits. We've commodified our attention and sold it to the highest bidder, all for the privilege of feeling slightly worse about ourselves. So, next time you find yourself deep diving into the profile of that one person from high school who peaked in 2012, just remember, you're giving them exactly what they want. Your hate is their currency. Your envy is their engagement metric. You're the fuel in their private jet. If you really want to win, stop watching. Or keep watching and keep being miserable. At least it gives you something to talk about at the water cooler. After all, what's more American than a shared sense of bitter, unspoken resentment? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go check if my ex-neighbor finally got that divorce he's been working so hard for. I heard his new lawn ornaments are hideous, and I really need to see the photos to feel better about my own overgrown weeds. Stay salty, America. It's the only way we know how to live. Since you're still here, you either really liked this or you're just waiting for me to fail. Either way, click that bell icon so you never miss another chance to feel personally attacked by my commentary. It's cheaper than therapy and much more entertaining. Go on, get out of here. Go check your notifications. I know you're dying to.